Hey guys, how you doing? Alright. Diablo 2 tips and tricks for new players, for us noobs. Tips and tricks for noobs by noobs. Hey, let's try to log into Diablo 2. It's 8:35 in the morning, American Central's time. Oh! No! It's gonna take an hour. Wow, Blizzard. Alright, so, tip number one, you're probably not going to be able to play online without an hour wait in the mornings for the United States, for North America, South America, I guess. It has to do with the global login servers, and there's a lot of pressure on the global login servers from Asia, from what I've been told. That's their prime time. Korea, Japan, other parts of the Asian Pacific Rim over there. And the game's popular. Why Blizzard uses global login servers? Because we have regional game servers. I don't know. Okay, so you'll need offline and online characters, and never shall the two meet. Okay, so that kind of sucks. If you don't play with friends, don't plan to ever play with friends, just come in here. You can use these /players. There's a command line on PC, and you can do /players 1 through 8 or 1 through 7, something like that, and that will increase the difficulty if you want to replicate playing with others multiplayer when you're playing single player. So there's another little tip. I haven't done it yet. I haven't felt the need, but it is what it is. Okay. Let us talk about some basics. First of all, sprinting and walking. Now, I have plus to walk speed gear, so I'm a little quicker when I'm walking. If you are running, if you hit R, this is your sprint, and you'll notice when you're out and about. Let me go out and about here. Let me go over here, because you need to be doing countess runs. This is the Black Marsh. That's the tower. You need to be doing countess runs for runes. But you'll notice my stamina bar here. See it depleting? Okay. So, you can sprint, and it's great for getting around quick. But, let me show you a little something here. See your defense? Mine isn't that great, I know. Watch what happens. Negative. It becomes negative. So the enemy's attempt to hit you with a physical attack or a ranged attack is their attack rating versus your defense rating, and there's a calculation that goes on, and there's modifiers and all this stuff. But basically, you stack more defense to offset their higher attack rating, and you can stack more attack rating to increase the chance that your attacks hit. But when you run, it goes away. You have no defense, okay? So just be aware of that, okay? Now, if you're playing a class with a shield, like the Paladin, Paladins should be using shields, your block chance drops by 1/3, okay? So the Paladin player needs to get used to running, and then turning it off to fight, and then hitting R, okay? So, there you go. Let me see here. There's some other stuff I wanted to talk about beyond that. Let's see. Your stats. The general rule of thumb is to only raise strength and dex to the point where you can put on the gear you want to put on and dump the rest in vitality, and never put anything into energy. I've been doing that, and it's been working quite well. So you'll notice that gear has, you see this has a required strength of 43, okay? So you want to meet those requirements before you put it on, right? Okay, so that's your stats. Money. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about cash. You need some cash, but you don't need as much as you think you need. Most people report at endgame that they're capped. If you didn't know this, you're capped at 10,000 per level. See, my gold max is 25 grand. Okay, because I'm level 25. So as you near that max, come over here, and you can see you can put again each tab, and I think it's like 2.4 million or 3.4 million at level 99. But come on, very few of us, if any of us, are ever going to hit 99. So take that with it. And of course, these shared tabs, you can use this to transfer gold to your alts, to twink them. And I highly recommend. Oh no, let's withdraw. I want to do deposit. I don't want to stick it all in there. And then that way my alts can access that. Alright, so that's cash. Making money. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so early game, look out for thrown weapons. Throwing axes, javelins, throwing knives, all that good nonsense.
The order welcomes you.
These guys sell well early game. 578? Yeah. So yeah, keep an eye out for the thrown weapons and start to learn what, like this dude, these throwing knives. Yeah, grab those, grab the javelins. The ammo doesn't sell that well. Then the javelins don't sell as well as the throwing knives. So yeah, these three here is really what you're looking for. Okay. Now you need to learn what items frequently drop with plus to skills. Okay? Very important. Okay? What drops with plus to skills, Dio? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to tell you. Some early stuff that you can look for are these bad boys. These staves. Yeah? These scepters. Sometimes these come with, so like +1 to might for paladin. Yeah. If you don't use it. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. We'll talk about that in just a second. So yeah, look for these wands and scepters and staves, and I think sometimes the necro severed heads have grab those and look and bring them back to town to sell. You'd be surprised. A lot of times a gray or a white is worth more than a blue, which can be quite surprising. I mean, look at this thing. It's 18,000 gold. It's crazy, the value on plus to skills. Okay, so early, really good gear. Of course, keep an eye on what drops. And speaking of which, okay, early game, go get Deckard Cain quickly. It's a relatively easy quest. You'll find a book out in the world. You read it, and you got to bring it back to town, and she deciphers it for you. And there's a set of standing stones. Okay, you have to click on them in an order. It opens a portal. Go through, save Cain, and then he identifies your gear for free. Okay, save you a lot of money, and then talk to Cassia and get her quest done quickly. Hers is a little more difficult. A couple of my alts, I went in there as fast as possible, and the sorceress really struggled with that mini boss or whatever you want to call her. There's a boss guarding. Well, you have to defeat her. That's the quest. She's over in the graveyard. But this will unlock your first follower, this archer here. Okay, so early gear. Easily one of the best ways to strengthen your character early on is rune words. Okay, and you'll see I'm rocking 3 rune words. Okay, now rune words are tricky. First of all, you need to have runes. Okay, well, how do we get runes? Alright, so what you do is you come over to the Black Marsh and you find this guy here, this tower, and you drill down to level 5, and you kill the Countess, okay? And she will drop 1 to 3 runes, and on normal, they're usually low-level runes, okay? I'm not gonna do a Countess run. It's over on my impressions, okay? Now, once you've got, excuse me, dang. Once you've got a supply of rune words, God, I start talking.
Good evening.
I start talking, and the ragweed just starts tearing me up. All right, so get some rune words, runes. Look for this superior. Okay, if you can get a superior, whatever you want, with the exact number of slots you need for rune words. Early game, that's going to be 2, and then eventually 3. But a gray one is fine. It has to be gray. Okay? But a superior one is even better. Let me see if they have a... Yeah, so for armor, to make the stealth rune word, which you can use at 17, you need exactly 2 slots. Thank you, Mr. Lamas SC, or Lamacy, for pointing that out. I did not know that. It has to be the exact number of slots for the rune word you want to craft. And you're looking for superior. But if you can't find a superior, so like this would work. Okay, see, it's gray. And that's interesting. Why is it 1 to 24? Is my other one 1 to 24? It is. Okay, so yeah, that'll work. This'll work. This'll work. And let's see if I have a... If you find an item with see, this'll work. Okay. It can't be blue. It can't be gold or yellow, and it can't be green or brown or orange or whatever the hell you want to call it. Okay. Like this superior spike shield, excellent option for. Well, so you can't do Ancient's Pledge, but is there a 2 slot? I don't remember. Let me see here. So you can see they're both gray. Okay, so it has to be gray. And this, I don't think it. So like this is gray. You can do it on this one. Do. Let me see if this guy has a superior.
Good evening.
And you need to learn. See, here's those plus to look at that 183,000. So you can't use that. And it has to have, like, if you want to make steel, which is an excellent early game. See, this has 2. That might work. If I don't remember if there's a 2. But anyway, let me show you my steel sword. So here we go. A tier and an L. Okay. So there's the L. I think, where's my tier? Where's my tier? Where's my tier? Am I out of tier? Was I just looking at tier? Oh, man. There's my tier. So one of these and one of these will make steel. Excellent early rune word. Stealth, a towel, and an eth. You're gonna get a billion of towels. Now the eth is a little harder to come by, but towel, oh my god. Now some people who just don't want to bother. They just want to burn through the early levels. They'll just drop three towels in a weapon. And it's, look at that, plus, so that would be, you know, good lord, 210, 225 poison over 5 seconds. I don't know anything's going to live through that. That's going to hurt, right? That's going to leave a mark. You see, I found this thing. It's rather interesting. It's a superior. So, yeah, now, the runes have to go in the exact order. It has to be ith, then L, then eth, right? and the item has to have the exact number of rune slots. Okay, this Ancient's Pledge, excellent shield buff. I really wanted to put this in a paladin shield, but I just couldn't find a good paladin shield with 3 slots, and I wanted to get on with my life, so I just slotted it, and that was the only 3 slot that I had found. So let's see if these guys have anything interesting.
Yes.
You just have to run around and shop, and like these war scepters, man. If I could find, you know, if I could find a superior war scepter. See, mechanics won't work. You see, it's blue. Mechanics is the add-on for sockets. Now, the other thing you need to know is about armor. There's a hidden armor class, okay, or armor category. There's light, medium, and heavy, okay, and it doesn't necessarily make sense what goes into what. Most of your early game armors are light. Most of the stuff you see back in Act 1 is light armor. I think there's a little bit of medium, I'm not sure. Then you start getting into Act 2 and Act 3, and you're going to start getting medium and heavy armors.
Yes.
So, there are preferred... See, mechanics, that's no good. There are preferred armors, like the breastplate. That's why I'm wearing this breastplate. It's a light, okay? And the reason that matters is because the weight of the armor affects your movement speed, okay? I don't think it's exactly 30%, but the coefficient modifier, or the scalar modifier, if you will, is 0.3 in the equation. I don't think it's a flat 30% off, but just be advised, you know, that's going to be a problem for you. And so you can see here, my choices are this 1 to 24 or this 8 to 19, and I've been using Malice. Be very careful with this Malice rune word. Look at the very bottom, drain life -5. If you don't have plus to life to counteract that, and so I have it. Where's my healing? Sorry, I'm so bad at the game. So see, here's 4% life stolen per hit, and then here's my replenished life. So you see, it's +5, and Malice is -5. So that they counteract each other. Okay. My barbarian, my online barbarian, he has he has Malice, and he can sit here, I can leave him AFK in town, walk away, and come back in a few minutes, and he's at one life. So you really got to watch it with Malice. But with Malice, what makes it so amazing is the 100% chance to open wounds. That's what everybody's looking. The rest of it's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. It's an amazing weapon, but it's that 100% chance to open wounds, because that's a vulnerability in the monster to more damage. I mean, this thing just wrecks shit. It's amazing. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to go 1 to 24? +1 to prayer doesn't really get me anything. But that 8 to 19, that's interesting. So I'd be given 5 off the top, but I'm buying 7 on the bottom. That's 8 to 28. What do y'all think? See, I was looking at this longsword, but it's not superior. I like swords. I love swords. I don't like maces and flails, but and see, these are the runes to make Malice right here. Let me see. How am I? I've only got 1 L. Ith. How many iths do I have? Oh, I've only got 1. Damn. And eth. I think I have a fair number of eths. Yeah, there we go. What do y'all think? 8 to 19? Or 1 to 24? See, this is plus 9 to maximum damage. Okay, now there's nothing to minimum damage. See, the steel is minimum damage. If we look here, see, that's plus 3 to both. See, that's 33%. Now, how's the game gonna handle the 1? Is it gonna raise it to 3.3? Because it should, right? It should go to 3.1. But then this is gonna go to 11. And then that's gonna go to 25. And then it's got the plus 9. So this should come out like 36. I think I'll be fine. Let's do it for the video. I'm gonna do this for you guys. You better like and subscribe. Share. Give me a thumbs up, man. I don't have a lot of these runes. Yeah, I'm down to 1 ith. I'm down to 1 L. Alright, here we go. So let's make sure. Ith, L, F. Ith, L, F. Okay, so let's put it... Let's go here, because I like that. I like that high bottom here. I like a high bottom. Alright, here we go. Okay. Okay. 11 to 34. Ooh. That's pretty nice, huh? Yeah, okay. We're going to try that out. See how that works. Yeah? It's a totally badass. And so... now we can just... I'm just going to go... yeah, Canyon Magi real quick. Let's just... so, you can see I'm running. And then I turn that off. And then... ooh, nice. Okay. Back on the run. Turn off. And you watch this. Look at that. Look at that fire. So, you need to have a build, right? I have played a dual-wield double strike barbarian. He's fun. And then this holy fire paladin. And holy shit, this thing is awesome. This paladin. And I put a little bit into zeal. Eventually, I'm going to put a lot into zeal. You got to be careful. Because it locks you into a 3-hit animation. And sometimes you don't want that. And as you spec it up, you get more and more heals. You can also raise Sacrifice to buff it up. And you can raise Resist Fire to buff this up. Because it's Resist Fire and Salvation. And I don't even think I have Salvation yet. Let me see here. Yeah, down here. Okay. So, yeah, this Paladin is just sick. It's so much fun. It's so overpowered. It's just delicious. You know? And, you know, I will take me some OP Paladin any day and any day of the week and twice on Sundays. This guy is just beyond awesome. The Boazon for multi-shot and magic arrow is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. You know, the sorceress. I just don't like the sorceress. I know the sorceress is S tier for a lot of people and a lot of builds. I just don't like it. She's so darn squishy early on, and it's really tough to get her growing early. And I think a lot of these guys, they've been playing the game for 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, 2 years, whatever. And I think they forget the challenges that newer players face. and they do these build guides. And if you look in their pack, you know, because you have these charms, and half their pack is full of these amazing 2, 3, you know, some of them have an Annie and a torch and all this other shit, and it's like, dude, I don't have those things, okay? I don't have access to all these sets and set bonuses and, you know, amazing pieces of gear and shit, you know, and I you know, I don't have an entire shared pack space full of runes, you know. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate their work, but so often their point of view is endgame and looking back at the beginning of the game from endgame, and you've been at endgame, you've been farming endgame for years, and I just, some of their builds, you know, it's like, damn guys, I don't have all the gear you want me to put on here. So yeah, this Holy Fire Paladin is just fantastic. The double swing Frenzy Barb is fun, but he's not as good as this guy, you know. The Amazon works. I did not like the Assassin. I really didn't enjoy that. I haven't, and full disclosure, I haven't played the Druid. I haven't played the Necro. The Necro is just not my style. It's just not something I'm interested in. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my tips and tricks for new players. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, one quickie. A quickie. Oh, thank you. Gamble. Okay. Be careful with it.
Good to see you again.
But come on back here to Geed. Early game. Go ahead and gamble. Okay. You gold. While gold does matter for repairs, definitely. You're gonna kind of get a feel for when you start to approach your, you know, in the case of my guy, 250,000 limit, right? And you know, twink your alts and all that good stuff, but come over here and gamble. Some of these attempts are not crazy expensive. You can see 7,100. You know, I can do it 10 times, and I've gotten a lot of rares, a lot of these yellows from gambling. Now the rings and the amulets, I don't do that. It's too expensive. I'd love to, and my rings and amulets aren't that great. So gamble, definitely come over here and gamble. And resistances, guys, resistances. They're so important. Get those resistances up. There's the boss in Act 2. Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but you might want to look ahead on that one, because the Act 1 boss, I just steamrolled that one. But the Act 2 boss, yeah, I didn't die, but boy, I had to work. So yeah, get your resistances, do some gambling, learn your rune words, you know, steel. You definitely want steel, man. It's just this. I mean, some people just make a steel and they just finish Act 1. You know, and you can do it. I could definitely see it. But Malice is better. It's better once you have the +5 to +5 to replenish life. That's why I'm keeping this belt. I found other belts that were just as interesting, but that +5 to replenish life, it counteracts my Malice, and I just can't go against it. You know. I'm gonna farm some more runes and make some more malices, and just, I don't know why I picked up those damn arrows. So yeah, that's the tips and tricks, guys. I hope you found it useful. Remember, I burned runes for you, so like, subscribe, and share. Get yourself a cup of coffee, and have a good one. I'll see you next time.